What's good, man?
What's up with it, family?
How are you?
Hey man, I'm just chilling, man. Getting the day started. We on the West Coast, so it's a little bit earlier over here.
I love the West Coast, man. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah, most definitely. We gonna get this thing going. I'm Flamingo Fred. This the Bird of Paradise podcast. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us where you from.
My name is M. Dot, Boston, Massachusetts. EMS is the crew. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Happy to get you on, man. So, what's going on over there, man? On the East, you in Boston now?
Yeah. I'm actually a little outside of Boston. I got a crib in Peabody. I'm like 20 minutes now from the city. But yeah, Boston's good, man. Celtics are doing good. Patriots are having like their first bad year in like 30 years. You
I
know,
heard they about to get rid of the coach.
I hope not. I still like Belichick. I don't think it was all on him. Um, we'll see, man. Sometimes it's destroy and rebuild. So, but yeah, dude, I love Cali. I like I said, I haven't been there in a long time, but man, In-N-Out Burger. You know what I'm saying? What else? I used to go to San Diego, Carlsbad, San Diego.
Hmm.
I had homies in Riverside, Riverside, Cali.
Yeah,
I did I know Lake Tahoe's not in Cali, it's in Nevada, but I did a
it's
trip
right.
from yeah, it's right there. I did a trip from San Diego to Lake Tahoe. I did a show in Lake Tahoe mad long time ago. But yeah, man, maybe like 2009, 2010, something like that. But
Yeah, I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. You been up to the Bay?
yes. Dude, I love all that area, Oakland, San Francisco. I haven't been to Sacramento. But yeah, my homie G Coop, shout out to G Coop, one of the best producers in the world. He lives in Oakland. He's from Massachusetts. He went to Berkeley and now he produces and lives in Oakland. But he did the original sample for Bad and Bougie, like Metro Boomin
Mm.
sampled his beat pack. So he'll make like sample packs and they make them beats out of, you know what I'm saying? And he'll do like replays, instrumentation, shit like that. He's so talented, man. So but yeah, I went and stayed at his crib back in 2015 and we shot a video in San Francisco. The video is called Give It to Me. And we did like a little planet where the world's moving around me as I walk. This is like, at the time, like one of the first of its kind, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Oakland's legit, man. Oakland's like real serious, you know.
Nah, Oakland, man. Oakland ain't my cousins and shit stay in Oakland, man, and Oakland ain't no fucking joke.
Is wild. San Francisco, I was in San Francisco, and this was like I said, maybe 8 years ago, and it was so expensive, dog. So expensive. I remember putting like a quarter in the meter, and it said like 1 minute. Like I'm like, what? How many quarters I need to get like an hour? You know, one
Yeah,
minute.
nah. People don't know, man. Like I'm up in Southern Oregon right now. You know what I mean? I'm from the Bay Area. I'm only like 5 hours from home, but man, San Francisco Bay Area is one of the most expensive places to live in the country.
Yep. And Boston's not far behind now. I think Boston's like number 2 or number 3 in America. You know,
Yeah.
so they're trying to like. It wasn't like that. It's been getting like that lately. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, San Francisco. When I was there, I was tripping, and now we're trying to do all that. So, man, it's just it gets pricey, and y'all got like the biggest homeless, amount of people, right?
Population.
Yeah,
Yeah,
population.
there's a huge, growing up in the Bay, homelessness was always, anytime you're in a big city, man, homelessness is always a thing. And I think that's because, like I'm up here in Oregon, the weather gets a lot colder. In the Bay Area, man, the weather is kind of like it might
Yeah,
rain
yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit, it'll get cold. But not only that, when I feel like if you're homeless in that area, you have access to more resources and more money on the street. It's more
Sure.
and shit like that going on.
I just remember reading about it that like because you see it everywhere, Boston, of course, New York. I just meant like there's like a whole movement there of like I don't know if they're supporting them. I don't know if they have areas and stuff, but I just remember reading that San Francisco is like one of the most in America.
Well, the thing about it is too, a lot of these tech companies, are out in the Bay and shit like that. And so a lot of these older neighborhoods and shit like that was, out there, they coming through and they moving people out of the neighborhoods and they taking shit over and they rebuilding shit and putting Starbucks or whatever else.
Yeah.
And, and so it is, you know what I mean? And it's like they're cracking down on moving them out. I mean, Portland up in Oregon and shit, Portland is like 5 hours from me too. I'm in the South, but I mean, they're really like going against the homeless hard. You know what I mean? Like
That's
making
fucked up.
sure
Yeah.
like get out of here. It's like, and I was actually doing some work where I had to be involved with the homeless a lot. And it's like, there's no solution.
No, it's fucked up in Boston. They're trying to move them to like an island, like just like, you know what I mean? It's
But
like, it's scary. I talked about it in a song I was writing the other day because it like really like inspired me because the dude was like, I gave this dude $1 and he was like, yo, they're moving me. And I'm like, what? Like, like it didn't even click until later. I didn't know what he was talking about. He's like, yeah, they're moving me October 1st or whatever. This is like a couple months ago, actually. And he's like, yeah, they're moving me October 1st, So I don't know. I didn't see him after that though.
it's crazy because there's people out here like, I feel like even if you have a job and you go work at McDonald's, you should be able to have a place to live. Might not
Yeah,
be a mansion. It might not be a mansion, but
but a
you
roof
should
over
have
your head.
somewhere to call home.
Yeah, you're right, man. You were spot on. I listen. I'm telling you, man. Especially as I get older, people passing away, people sick, seeing just everything, and not everything. We're seeing a lot of stuff. Life is too short, man. It's just being good to people is everything. It's everything, dog. That shit really, really is like that. That's like that. I think that's power for you. It helps your life. If you're, it gives you fuel. It gives you energy. So it's not
Most
completely altruistic or selfless. It's for you as well. Like the more, you know what I mean. And it's like people got to
yeah,
count their blessings more. Like I'm walking I'm walking, I'm breathing. What I'm saying? Like I'm not like, how can I complain? You know?
most definitely. I 100% agree. I heard you took a trip out to Europe recently.
Yeah. I was there in July. I did, man, that show, the shows there were awesome. It was my 14th tour of Europe. So it's dope
Damn.
to be able to do music I love and then them to bring me in other countries. Man, come on. Like I know dudes, that I talk to every day that are like, yo, take me with you, or like, how do I get there? Just like regular, not even artists, just regular people, like who haven't seen the world. So I'm very, very, very blessed to be able to do something I love and do it in other countries and see the world. That's
Yeah.
some shit.
What part of Europe did you go to, or multiple parts, or what?
Yes. So July was I did Switzerland. I did a festival in Switzerland, and
Hmm.
then I did, what else did I do? I did a show in Prague, Czech Republic, which is like my favorite place in the world. Um,
Damn.
I did a show in outside of Amsterdam in Holland, a festival there. And then what else did I do? I did the show. There was Switzerland was the first stop. That was July 6th. And then yeah, dude, I know there's another one too. I think I did Prague, Germany. I did Germany too. Germany as well. I love going to Germany. That's like I got like a good little niche audience there. Yeah, I was in Munich. I was in Munich as well. Munich, Germany, Prague, Czech Republic, Switzerland, Gavrilous, Switzerland, which is like a small little town in like the sticks. It's in the hills. It was so
Mm.
gorgeous, man. But yeah, it was really, really dope. There was one more, but I forget which one it was.
What is the difference between like the how receptive they are to music versus out here?
I mean, they have their own music now, like meaning that they have for years. Like so, like it's a big misconception that it's just like automatic, like gonna be crazy love. So they have their own trap music that's in French. They have their own, what I'm saying, like
Hmm.
commercial music in German. Big. Like France is like number one outside of America, and Germany's number two, is something like that. Either one and two is either Germany and France. Like their music. You know what I'm saying? So it was when I first went out there in 2009, it was like they were like, sign everything, like buying my sweatshirt off my back, my fitted hat. You know what I'm saying? Like but now they're like, I'm not saying they're ahead of us, but now they've caught up so much. You know what I mean? Like I said, I remember having Tim's and like a fitted and them being like, yo, that shit's crazy because it's expensive for them to get that shit over there, you know? But now they have all that stuff. Like just the stuff that we wore like when we were coming up doing music, the hip hop fucking gear, you know? And now, like, yeah, so when I perform over there, it's a lot of love because they like that underground stuff. They like that real stuff. You know, since Gangstar went over
Mhm.
there in the 90s, you know, they found a new way to like tap in to like, you know, the way jazz did in the 60s where, you know, it might not be killing it over here. The commercial music is like taking over so much the the watered down stuff that people like are spoon fed over here to dig up and find that gem that you have to look for. It was something that they still wanted to have over there. You know what I mean? They're still humongous fans of that whole entire genre. You know, so me doing songs with
It,
you
it's
know,
it's it's
but
crazy, like, cause I mean, I'm an original hip hop head. You know what I mean? And I like some of the mainstream shit too. And the Bay has its own swag. But I originally started out as a hip hop head, and I'm an artist myself. And I struggle with genres because everybody I kind of grew up around in the Bay and all my partners from LA, they think kind of boom bap shit is kind of nerdy. You know what I mean? They think it's kind of nerdy, but I'm an original hip hop head. But it seems like boom bap and the hip hop is outlasting all these other genres and is more worldwide.
that's a fact. Look at Nas and Wu Tang are selling out stadiums, and these little dudes that are like, you know, that you see are number one on the charts, they can't even sell out clubs because it's just a one hit boom like trend. That's it. They don't have any legacy, any. And I'm not saying like new music's good music, whatever it is. I just meant doing what you love and doing good music. I don't care what it is. It could be trap, boom bap. As long as it has heart and soul in it, it can have like a long lasting, you know what I'm saying? It can have shelf life. I think a lot of stuff is just looking for a trend, looking for the bag, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, they say I'm old now, but like just looking for like a quick hit. But that's not the way for you to have like sustained success. You know, so like I said, you see cats who are like Wu Tang doing stadiums. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that says everything. And they haven't had a new album in quite some time, at least that um has been on commercial radio. You know, so
Yeah, no, most definitely. I feel like, and this is myself, because I mean, I'm a diverse individual. I've been doing like some electronic funk shit, and I've been listening to like a lot of punk music shit. But then I'm always struggling between, I make this like mainstream type music, like some Bay Area shit, like Party and Smoke,
yeah, yeah.
and people are loving it. And then I make boom bap, and they're like, yeah, they fuck with it. But it's like, and so the thing that I love about hip hop and boom bap, like you could talk about anything. You know what I mean? You could talk about anything. A lot of this mainstream music is like, shit is only the same couple of topics.
How many times can you party? That's cool. I like that's good, but I want to make music that sticks to your soul. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that is that oatmeal. Apollo Brown once said that to me. That the oatmeal that sticks that your grandmother made that sticks to your rib cage. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just getting the baby monitor. My youngest daughter's napping, so I had to get
Oh
the
man,
baby
you
monitor
you
over here.
you all good, man. This the podcast for that. We chilling. We just good conversation, man.
So what you said is so true, brother. You know, let me tell you something. A quick story. So this dude hit me up like 2000 and a couple of years ago, 2021, and he was like, we put out this album called Dining in Dystopia, and we sent it out. You know, we did well. But we like have to package them up and send them out ourselves because we don't have a major label. And there was like, we sent out like 200 records. We ended up selling like 300 records, which is a lot because we're selling them, individually, and it's all coming into us. We weren't, it's a way for us to have, to beat the digital way that people just don't buy music. You don't make money off streams. Look what Tupac. Look what Snoop Dogg said about he had a billion streams and he made 45,000. So, anyways, we put out this
Preaching
vinyl. And
that.
it's a way we put them up for like $40. It's a way that we can make money direct. Think about that times 300. So this dude hits me up on Facebook. I just have a music page, which has been the most advantageous thing for me because I've never seen any of the bullshit on Facebook. I don't follow any pages. I just have the music page that Rev from EMS set up for me. So I can just go on there, post stuff, but I can't go on other pages. But I can read messages, you know. So I get this message and he's like, yo, I got the record. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, he lived in Colorado. He's like, you know, he sent me a picture. It was all mangled from the post office. They like snapped the record in half, it looked like, you know. So I'm like, he's like, I'm not looking for anything, just seeing if you have another copy. I'm like, say no more. Come on, man. Like I sent him another one, of course. You know what I mean? I'm happy to have him even listening to the music. And I sent him the record and he sent me back. He took the one that was busted, but he put it in the oven and he molded it into like a bowl. He made a bowl out of the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? He sent that back. So then he stayed in touch for the next 2 years. He like got all the things that we put out. You know, he was one of the nicest people I've ever talked to. You know, he's like, yo, you inspire me. Thank you so much. You know, you're helping me with everything in life, you know, like, and just, he's like, yo, I'm getting married soon. I was on Shade 45. He's like, I'm excited. I'm marrying the love of my life. And I was going on tour. This is right before in July this year, you know, so then he's writing me like a couple months before that. I was on Shade 45 freestyle and he's like, this is crazy. Sorry, I got married. But I want to tell you, you know, thank you for your music. So then like a week after he writes me that, I get a message from Morgan Melville, who I'd never talked to previously. And she's like, you know, this is his wife. And she goes, hey, you know, I want to reach out to you to say that, you know, you were the soundtrack to our household, you know, and, but unfortunately, thank you for everything. Brent passed away in his sleep last night, you know, so
Yeah.
and it was like, it hit me like, I mean, life, it's this shit. You never know who you're going to reach with the music. You never know who you're going to connect with. And if I just did party stuff, I wouldn't have connected. You know what I'm saying? So when people, I don't even notice it, but when people think of boom bap as antiquated or nerdy or whatever, it's, man, listen, I put my pain into boom bap. I feel the soul in the beats. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't box myself into just boom bap, but if I would, like, the biggest thing I could say is that music, you can tell a story, in my opinion, a clear story that can connect to somebody. And, you know, that's just one story, you know?
Yeah, nah, most definitely. I think, like I said, I feel like boom bap transcends time. The thing that I love about boom bap, you know, is you look at, you know, you can look at Tribe Called Quest, you can look at
Yep.
Wu-Tang, you can look at Madlib, Quasimodo, you can look at Doom. It's kind of like I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, so you know, like the hippies and the revolutionary shit was big. So you look at all these different boom bap artists, and everybody has a different message and different thoughts and different this and different style and different aesthetic and different shit like that. It's cool versus somebody that's just new wave making this party music. I'm better than everybody else. I'm running the bag up, you know, and this, and that. Like that shit really has no deeper meaning to it, and that's why it's short lived. You know what I mean?
And my kids, you know, think of it this way: when they get older, it's like I want to leave back behind substance. You know what I'm saying? So when they're like proud to be like, you know, if I do that music, that like, yo, I'm old, man. I'm just turning 40 now, and it's like I'm not old like that. I just meant like I'm old to be doing that type of music. It would be exhausting for me to do that on every song and have to uphold this character that I've created of like this party life and shit. I want to be able to go to I tell this to everybody. I never put on a facade because I don't want to go to the grocery store and have to maintain that facade. Like it's easier for me just to do just the music I'm doing. Like the person that, you know, when I write these records, that it's not like I have to still be living that life. That's why it's so crazy to me that Cats, it's a quicker way to get big because an image is sometimes needed for these guys that they think for the quick jump, but you have to be that all the time. Now you have to live. It's almost like imprisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have to be still trapping and shooting and doing all this stuff. Like now, like I can't just be, you know what I'm saying? So dudes I work with and they hear the music, they're gonna be like, wait a second, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm proud to showcase that I work. A lot of people are afraid to do that, you know, like, but I bought a crib because I also have another job. Like I'm not like music. I was doing well for like 15 years, just doing music. But when I went to buy a house, they were like, you need proof of income. You can't just put money down. You need like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I
Yeah.
needed to, I'm going to work at 5 a.m. And I'm working on the side of the building, like 60 stories high, whatever it is. And it's like, I'm coming home and still doing music. There's no excuses. I'm still doing music at a high level, touring Europe, getting sampled by, DJ Premier and like working with like Method Man. And I'm doing music from, a perspective where I'm working a real job. I'm not working, not that Starbucks isn't a real job, but I could, if I could fucking lose my job by, doing music too much. You know what I'm saying? Taking off too many days and shit. I have to schedule everything strategically where I don't miss a day. And I tell them about tour 3 months ahead of time,
Nah, most definitely. It's
grown man shit,
no, grown man, and bro, I'm on the same hype, man. The same hype. I've started a dog business. I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing music. You know what I mean?
You're
I had a
hustling.
job working for the state, man, and
Yep.
working for the state parks and doing different shit. So, man, I'm grinding all the way around to get to the level of success that I want to get to. So, I mean, I definitely understand, but like I said, I'm a huge fan of boom bap. I feel like boom bap, transcends time. And this was what I was going to bring up. Andre 3000, one of the dopest artists. Me and him have a similar birthday, kind of out there style, but he's talented with multiple genres. But he just came out and said, "Hey, I don't really know what to say to y'all." You know what I mean? But could you imagine if he made a project with the Alchemist, Andre 3000? Like, Alchemist is one of my favorite right now. Could you imagine the boom bap of the Alchemist and Andre 3000 right now?
It'd be crazy. I love both of them. I just like his sincerity. He's like, I'm bored. Like, he's bored with. That's why he's playing the flute. He wants to do something different. I totally get it. I got, when COVID hit, I started producing. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like I wanted to do something else. I didn't want to just rap. I booked these shows myself, and I basically like being able to do more than one thing, because nowadays everyone raps, so you got to be able to do more than one thing. Like you said, you have to be able to, you're doing a podcast, you know what I'm saying, you're editing a video, you have to do stuff like that, because when someone says they just rap, it's like anybody walking down the street, I can say becoming good as a rapper is actually not that hard. It's like you I'm not saying that everyone is like can be the best, but everyone could be okay and good. I've improved over the years because I've tried to improve, because I've wanted to get better, so and I'm only going to keep getting better, like, because I'm going to keep pushing myself to be like, hey, this isn't good enough, you need to, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's a big thing, brother. Like, I feel like I'm not just saying this to like tout myself, but like I'm making the best music because I take so much time to write the song. Before I used to be like, oh, just put this down. Like, writing still is like I got to catch a little bit of a zone and a wave, but like I still take time with every word because I don't know who it's going to impact,
No, most definitely. Who are some of the dope collaborations that you have and people you've been working with? I heard you've been working with a couple people. You mentioned a couple people.
Yeah, so like on the new album, I got production by Apollo Brown. I mentioned Apollo. That Days Agreed comes out, or I should get the hold on, this her monitor. I should get the press back in February, so hopefully it's out by February. But I sent it out to be pressed, the vinyl. On the record, I have Grand Puba. You remember Grand Puba from Grand Nubian? That's a crazy one. So I don't know Puba. Mighty Vic, the producer, is the one who's friends with Puba. He actually got Puba on the song. So like Mighty Vic did Boomerang for Big Pun. That's my dog, Mighty Vic. He was in the original Beat Nuts. So Mighty Vic, that song, how crazy is this? Full circle, because you mentioned Alchemist. I had a record with Alchemist. We couldn't clear the sample. So Mighty Vic took that acapella of the song I did with Alchemist, and he flipped it and put it on this new album of mine. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully someday I can release that Alchemist song, because it's crazy,
Yeah.
But I got Mighty Vic, like I said, Grand Puba, Apollo Brown, my homie ST Knack, who's been killing it. He's from Massachusetts. He's from Lynn. He's worked his ass off for 20 years. He's on like the last 4 or 5 West Side Gun albums. ST Knack, shout outs to him. Ty Ferris is on it. Ty Ferris is from Detroit. That's Rock Marciano's art. Like, he's down with him. Who else produces on it? M Phases produces on it. I don't remember M Phases. He did stuff for like Ed OG and Master Ace, a little young. Now he produces. He doesn't even do rap beats anymore. I got this beat from 10 years ago and I held on to it. He does stuff for like he did one of the songs on Eminem's album. He's from Australia. This dude M Phases. Oh, Vinny Idol produces on it. You know Vinny Idol
Mhm.
from he produces for like D Block and the Locks, and he produced that
Yeah.
song. Yeah. And what else? I'm looking at the list now, and yeah, 88 Keys produces on it. 88 Keys is like Kanye's dude, you know.
Yeah.
That single was out already, but yeah, that's the project we are coming out now. Big Shug from Gangstar Foundation, he's on it, but it's not a lot of features. It's a lot of producers that I wanted to work with. And then the last album, Eagle and the Enemy 2, had like Pete Rock producing on it, and Black Milk. Black Milk's one of my favorite producers of all times, man.
Yeah.
He gets better all the time too, and yeah, man. I'm just a regular dude, so I'm happy to be connecting with any of these cats, and most of it is organic. You know, I'm meeting them on tour. Pete I met on tour in Switzerland. You know.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Well, I appreciate your time, man, signing on and hollering at me on the podcast, man. And we gonna have to connect on another time, man, and get
Yeah.
together and fuck with something, man.
You a real dude, man. I'm gonna connect with you. We'll do some music. I appreciate y'all having me, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, brother. And
Yeah.
let's stay building. Like I said, my name's M Dot. You know what I mean? Check out the music. To anybody out there in Cali, to anybody worldwide, I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. You know,
Most definitely. I appreciate you, man. We gonna tap in, work on some music or something. I'm gonna hit you up on the
100%.
gram. You got Instagram?
Yeah, I'll follow you on there, and yeah, message me, and I'll get you on there. And thank you to the website, man. Folded Waffle, right? Like they hooked it up. Now you work with them too?
Yeah, they sponsor the podcast.
Okay, that's what's up. Good people, man. Great people.
Yeah. Dope,
So
man. So we gonna holler at you and appreciate your time and appreciate you coming on, man. We gonna tap in.
I appreciate you, brother. We'll talk soon. I'll message you now. M. Boston on Instagram. So if you follow me, find me on there. I'll find you. Thank you, brother.
Most definitely. Peace.